and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing the Reton 5 HD retro console. I do have this console, and I've been bad at this recently, doing unboxings for stuff, but I wanted to get some use into it, and then kind of go over it here for you, today. Just, use it, get used to it, see how it runs, run a couple games on it. Games I've run on it to test is my copy of Super Mario World, and my copy of Yonoid on the NES, and my copy of Pokemon Emerald. I also ran Mario Paint with the original mouse, and that runs perfectly great, so you don't have to worry about that. Also, if you're wondering what this bad boy is doing here, I am getting some use out of my overhead cam, which I'm going to use for the review, but I didn't figure you wanted that. There's no point in you whipping that out just for the show you what games I was running on it. So basically I run every game on it except for a Famicom, anything in the Famicom family, and anything Sega, but I have used the GBA, NES, and Super Nintendo cores on it. I do have the Hyper Beach version. There's that as well, but let's go over to the overcam so you can kind of see what we're working with. The console itself right here, this is the Reton 5. It's got some smudge marks because it's glossy, but we have the top here with your Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance slots. These LEDs show what is plugged in. You can only have one plugged in at a time, like into slotted in. You can't just pick between what you have plugged in, which is a slightly annoying. But we have here Famicom, NES, Super NES, or Super NES, which also I think takes Super Famicom, Genesis. This is like a weird holder thingy for the controller comes with. I'll show you that later. On the back, we have an SD card, which I have plugged in for stuff on there and for like updating and stuff. HDMI, USB micro B, which I don't really know what that's for. It comes with a micro B to micro USB cable for the wireless controller it comes with, and power. Now the power cable is nice because the bottom can switch out depending on what region you're in, so that's pretty fucking awesome. The bottom just looks like this. It's got air vents. All right, so this is side one. It has these little rubber inserts for the controllers, which it has the SNES one, NES, Genesis, same with the other side, and that is the console itself. Fairly nice. I really do like this. I do like the console, and the colors are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the color. Let's go into what I don't like. This fucking controller sucks. Here. That's the triggers. The buttons are like mushy. It doesn't have a fucking D-pad. It's a retro emulation console, and it doesn't have a freaking D-pad. It has this little circle thingy. Why would you do that? It's a fucking retro console. Why would you not have a D-pad? As the select and start, whatever. I don't know what these do. I don't care. Home button, as these arrows, and fucking plus and minus. Yeah, it's bad, and you can kind of just take and set and leave it there because it's fucking worthless. Though if you get the Hyper Beach version, you get something extra. You get the Hyperkin, I think it's Scout is the name of this, but it comes, if you get the Hyper Beach version, it comes with a Super Nintendo controller with a fairly long cable, and this is literally all I use. It is so good. Here, these buttons feel great. The D-pad's great. They are not really clicky like they are before, but they feel good. Slightly mushier than the pixel arts, but it just feels a good NES. And in the Reton software, you can take and remap like macros. So my macro to get to the home menu and to like hit restart on the console, since there's no restart button on the console, which I think is a little stupid. I wish they put a reset button on the physical Reton for those games, but I have it just set to this, and then I can go and restart. I wish they had that on the physical console and not that stupid wireless controller that sucks ass. But other than that, it's a fairly simple SNES style controller. Super nice. I really do like this, and this is what I've actually gamed on only. I don't have any retro controllers for anything else. So for like Game Boy Advance, I have the triggers and I have AB. NES is just D-pad NES and that, and then I have the Super Nintendo. I probably could go in macro for each controller console, like, oh, just press Y for that. or this, but I just have them set to this. It's just easy to remember, and I don't think I'm ever going to run into an issue where I'm trying to do something quick in a game and hit both and go to the menu. That's annoying. I don't think that's going to be running into too much of an issue, but if it ever does come up, I can just change it as it goes. But I do like this. This is a very nice controller. I'm glad it comes with that because the built-in one fucking sucks. That is my review, an overview of the Reton 5, the Hyperkin Reton 5. I really do like this console. It's done me well, and the cool thing is it dumps the ROMs onto the console itself so that I can, if I want to, just rip my ROMs right from there, which is nice. It's a nice option to have. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Hyperkin Reton 5. What do you think in the comments below? Would you want a Reton 5? And have you played any of the retro games that you'd consider getting a Reton 5 for? It's fairly cheap, I would say. I think I paid $150 on Amazon for it, so it's not too bad. But yeah, that is my review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, give this video a like. If you like the channel, you can subscribe and turn on notification bells to get notified of all of the uploads. And if you really want to help me out, click cards and video taking more content. And with that, all ado. Adios.